All right, good morning. Good morning. So I noticed a few things that I'm probably going to try to fix. The sound in the back is a little kind of like distorted and it makes like a weird noise. I don't know where that's coming from. So I tried today. I'm going to try today to do this without my heater. But I want to show you guys my blanket that my mom got me. So on Facebook, there was this blanket and it shows like your name and blah, blah, blah. Anywho. So look, can you see it? And she got it from her. Relax, Jamie. Here. I love it. I actually slept with it last night. I know I'm doing anything like that. Look at my blanket. I wish I could show you the bigger. So anywho, I'm gonna wear my blanket so that maybe I can see if the sound will be better this go around. And let's get started, okay? So we are on day 3 of relationships, and we're going to be talking about practicing yes and practicing no. So we'll see how that goes. So the verse today is coming out of Nehemiah 6:3, and it says, "So I sent the messengers with this message, I'm too busy with important work to come down. Why should the work stop while I leave it to come down to you?" Yeah, Nehemiah seemed like he's a little cutthroat, but we'll see how she works this. Nehemiah was like, "Nah, you may think you're important, but I ain't coming down from this area doing my work to bother with you. I wasn't told to." So, ready to get started. Beth Holly was the quintessential Southern lady. She passed away a few years ago, but because she was my sister's mother-in-law, I was lucky enough to know her. She always had a ready smile and a word of encouragement. In fact, it's a word or phrase, really, that I remember most about her. Beth didn't drive much in her later years, but that didn't stop her from being on the go. Thanks to her trademark phrase, when any of the children or grandchildren invited her to go somewhere, her response was immediate. "I'll be ready," she said. She didn't say, "I'll be ready." She didn't say, "Well, now, let me check the calendar," or "I suppose I can move some things around." She simply said to people she loved so much, "I'll be ready." Huh, I just thought about that because I say the other two phrases a lot. Um, I don't know about you, but that inspires me to pieces. I want to be like that. Do you know why Beth responded that way? She knew that the time spent with her kids and grandkids was her great work. She was a busy lady with lots of activities and options, but she didn't let them trump the most important people in her life. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes a simple no or not right now to someone in your outer circle can have a huge impact on someone in your inner circle. Nehemiah's statement in today's verse is a first century way of saying, "Thanks for asking, but no, I'm not available." Let's practice politely declining invitations so we have enough margin in our time, energy, and attention to be available to say to our loved ones without hesitation, just like that, "I'll be ready." That is awesome. I am going to be trying that. That is awesome. I love that. "I'll be ready" instead of "I'm busy" and stuff like that. Interesting. That's why my sister called last night. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Working." She was like, "Okay, so do you think?" And we had kind of had a conversation. I couldn't like answer her question, so I'm not to call her back. But I love this. I love that idea of creating a breathing room to be able to just tell your family, "I'll be ready," rather than "let me check my schedule." I am going to be practicing that from now until the rest of the year, so we will see how that goes. All right. So on our activity, I didn't put anything in the banner, but I will let this click on the thing because a lot of it is just not answering questions. So it says, wouldn't it be great to have a phrase like best that tells your loved ones you'll always prioritize them first? There are a few options. Feel free to write in your own below. So I want to give you the options that she gave us so that you can write them down. So let me tell you the first one. It says, just tell me when. If you'll be there, I'll be there. You come first for me. I love any chance to spend time with you. Oh, that right there. I'll always make time for you. So I'm going to try some of those out on the board and see what they say. But sometimes it's like, come play video games. Come play video games. And then sometimes they're like, go to your room. I don't know if y'all have kids like that. They're like, go to your room. Go find you something to do. Here's the remote. Find you a movie or something. That's how the 5-year-old talks to me, you guys. Like, my son doesn't do that, but the 5-year-old, my sister's kid, he crazy. But I love him. I love both of them, but he's crazy. He be like, go to your room. And he be like, Titi, you need to come out here and play video games with us. Here's the remote control. I'm like, bruh, who are you talking to? I love that kid. So the next thing is to be available to say yes and to say yes to our inner circle. We have to say no to invitations from others. Let's come up with a couple polite ways to decline offers that will pull us away from the most important people in our lives. And it says choose one of the phrases below or write one for yourself and practice saying it out loud. I know it may feel silly. Keep the phrase handy next time you need to protect your breathing room. And so then those phrases are, thank you for inviting me, but I'm not available. I'm flattered to be asked, but I can't commit right now. Sorry I can't. Can I get a rain check? Um, the next one is, I wouldn't be able to give you my best. And that is the one I'm going to use because I hate saying yes to things and not being able to give those people my best. And I want to be able to give my best. I know it's not going to happen all the time, but I believe your time is valuable. Your projects are valuable. The ideas that you come up with are valuable. I just don't know if I can give you my best in this time. And so I'm going to be practicing that one. I wouldn't be able to give you my best. That is going to be it. And then I'm not taking on anything new right now. So those are the phrases, and you can make up something of your own, whatever you're comfortable with saying, but we've got to practice being polite and saying no. And then here's the thing. When we say no, and we see that they asked somebody else and they went somewhere else and they got the help somewhere else, we've got to still be as supportive that we can be from, the outside of the situation, because I think what happens is we say no and then we feel like missing out whenever it becomes big or something like that. And they just still need our support regardless. We just remember they asked us, but we just didn't have the breathing room or the time to invest in that project at the moment. So I hope everybody has a really good I keep saying I gotta practice not to say while I'm talking. Right, we gotta practice that. I think what I like about these is I get to rewatch them and kind of critique myself. Did you guys know I do that? I do that to to try and be better each time. Right there. To try and be better each time so that it could be more professional in the future, but also be more inviting. I really would like to get you guys' feedback. Feedback on what you think or how I'm doing. In my memories, I've seen some videos that I had made And I've come a long way from just being able to speak in front of people. So I was not able to do that two years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. I'll try to see if I can repost those videos. I was shocked. The voiceover was good in a way, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like the fact that I couldn't be able to be in front of the camera and be comfortable. I think I'm getting there. So just your other feedback. Let me know. You could drop a comment below, or you can message me. Um, but it is very appreciated that I go out and do it again. We're gonna work on that. Because it's not like I don't know what I want to say. I just want to make sure that I don't say it where it's like misunderstood. And I think I'm gonna need to just be misunderstood if that's what happens. So things coming up. I am doing a tricks and treat for your hair class course evening over at the Chamber of Commerce. We have 15 slots available. The reason why it's 15 is so that we can keep the social distancing guidelines in effect and that everybody can be safe, especially since, it's this time of year. We will have temperature checks, and we will kind of require that you do have a mask, although we'll be having you distance from each other. There will be food, like finger foods and stuff like that, and some not drinks like that, but we will have refreshments. And then I'll do the consult. So if it's going to start at 6, if you could come early, that'd be great because I'll have to consult each person prior to actually starting the class, which I think will be fun. We're going to learn a lot of things. I do have an actual model that is going to be my demonstration model towards the end. If anybody has any real questions or wants me to show them something hands-on, I will also do that as well. I think we will have fun. I don't know if anybody, I hope like people that don't know me kind of signs up for this as well, because that way you can get to know me in person and see me in person, like see my energy and decide if you want to take any further classes or learn anything else. But I am excited about this because it is my first time doing this with adults. I used to be a Sunday school teacher, so it's not, and I work at the high school, so it's not my first time being in front of people and teaching per se, but it is my first time doing it with something that I am passionate about. I love and want to get you to love to and understand about yourself. So I honestly believe that we don't understand uh, our hair and our skin. And if we had a better understanding of those things, we would make better choices for ourselves because we're not taught that, you know what I mean? So I thank you for joining Jenny's Morning Coffee. I just want to make sure you are appreciated, you are valued, and you are loved. And the things that God has put inside you that you think are insignificant are the very things that you've been placed on this earth to share with others. So don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Share it. And just know that one day you will see the fruits of everything that you've shared. And you'll find your purpose in that, right? Some people are encouragers. Some people are the friends that tell you the truth in love. And some people are the people that teach you things that you didn't know or word it different so that you can have a better understanding. Everybody has a role. You wouldn't think that your pinky finger was as important as it is until it's broken, right? So just don't think that the things that you do are insignificant to this world, because that's not true. You are valued, you are loved, and we appreciate you, right? So everybody have a really awesome day. Thank you for joining in. I will see you tomorrow for Jay's Morning Coffee, and we will have a guest. She will find out today. I should have messaged her yesterday because I was messaging her all day anyways, right? I just didn't say, hey, you're going to be on Morning Coffee tomorrow. So, bye, surprise. I will message her in an hour or so when I think she's up. All right. Tune in, like, share, subscribe, drop comments so that I can communicate with you guys and you can give me feedback and we can go from there. Drop a comment if you want to show up one day and do morning coffee with me so that we can start our day, our first 15 minutes of day, first 15 minutes of the day in the right space. Right? Let's start it off right. Let's start it off together. Let's start it off with great energy and giving the first 15 minutes to feed our spirit with God's word and His truth and His light. I love you guys. Have a great day.